Today we're going to talk about product optimization and field override. In a previous video, we discussed how to optimize your meta titles, title tag, and meta description manually, as well as your defaults. And that was done through going through each individual category and product and using the search engine tab to optimize each page. Today, we're going to use an Excel spreadsheet, which moves the process on much quicker. First thing you'll want to do is go into your admin console. Go to Sync Item Master, Field Override. Just always double check that the name and the description are checked. If these items are not checked, the next time a sync runs through from Sport South, all the work you've done will be overwritten. Name, description, and update default so you can save your work. Next, go into Products, Import Export, Product Data. What's nice about the setup here is you can go into each manufacturer and download an entire manufacturer or a top-level category or a category and a subcategory. So for example, if I choose ammunition, I can do a subcategory of ammunition, centerfire or shot shell. So I'm going to select ammunition. And you hit the Go button, and you'll notice here it says Success, Download Here. This will be your Excel spreadsheet you're going to be working with. In this case, there's only 26 products. But you'll come to a point where you'll have several thousand or several hundred on each category, on each Excel spreadsheet. So it's a nice way to go in and do a mass optimization. Knowing your keywords that you'd like to optimize for allows you to rename your product and your category description, your product descriptions, and your search engine title tag and description as well. As you can see, currently, if you go into ammunition, many of the products have names that don't mean too much to a search engine or to somebody who is entering that particular term into Google for search. In this case, it says WIN rather than Winchester. So a great way to optimize right off the bat is to do a Control-F find, Control-F, and a replace. So you can type in WIN and replace every WIN with Winchester. Replace all, 24 replacements. Always double check your work. What can happen is duplicate content can occur. So if you do a Winchester, it can duplicate it over. So just always check your work. So now the product name is no longer WIN. Here is an example here, actually. You want to copy that duplicate and also replace that. So now it's corrected. You'll want to spend time going into every single product name and optimizing it for how somebody might search for it. So you know your product best, and you'll want to go in here and think about what a searcher might be entering into a search page like Google and what you want to name your product. Do the same for your product description listed right here. You'll notice if you spend some time reviewing much of your product descriptions, many will be duplicates. And you'll want to go in there and optimize your products so that they're unique and not duplicate than anybody else on the web. So spend some time rewriting your product description. And then you'll go into your search engine. This is your description, so your meta description and your search engine title, which is your title tag. Go into description and create new descriptions. Many of these are blank, so you'll want to go in there and create some descriptions. Your title will also want to be optimized and changed. in this case. If we just named it Winchester, now you would want to create a unique one for every single title, but for the case of for the sake of time, we're just going to kind of go in here and just show you what happens when we change all of these. So remember, you should never actually use the same title tag over and over, Winchester ammunition, for each product. You're going to want to create something unique, but for the sake of showing the example, we're just going to leave it here as Winchester ammunition. Save as. And I recommend that you give it a name that you're going to remember, because if you go in here and you create several different ones, let's say you do one for ammunition and maybe one for firearms, you'll want to keep track of all those. So naming your Excel spreadsheets accordingly is the best. Always save as a CSV file. If you don't save as a CSV file, it will not upload properly. So hit save and close out. Now from the same area, instead of exporting, we can now import. So you'll want to choose your file. Hit go. And now it's uploading all the changes that we made for this particular category, ammunition. If you go to the front of the site, refresh, back to ammunition, you can now see that all the Winchester ammunition that we changed from WIN to Winchester displays. You can see all that. In addition, if you go into the product, you can now see that our title tag has changed to Winchester ammunition. And if you view your source, you can now see that the description reads something more of a sentence. Description should be 12 to 24 words, and your title tag should be 6 to 12 words. Those are rules of best practice. So again, spend some time downloading every category, or for smaller amounts you can do category and a subcategory, and optimizing all your products. Names, descriptions, search engine title or title tag, and search engine description or meta description. Remember, you can also go into all your categories on a top level and use the search engine tab to optimize all your top level categories and subcategories, such as we did in the last video. Spending the time to optimize your site this way is going to set you apart from your competition. It will help you rank better in Google search results as well. It'll take some time, but the work that you put into it will pay off. You can see we changed ammunition. Our title tag is now ammunition. And if we view our source, we can see where our meta description says ammunition for firearms.